Okay, I call the Community Development Authority meeting order at 5 p.m. Please take roll.
Anthony DeBaker,
Here.
Mayor Bell,
Present.
Sue Wilderman, and Steve Caves,
Present.
and Melissa Worthington.
All right, we have a quorum. So let's stand for pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, any citizen comments tonight? You're here for the link stuff, right?
I am, yes, I'm Dan.
Okay, we'll get you to come in. Approval of the minutes of April 26, 2023 minutes. No, those were here.
I recommend you approve it.
Oh, yeah, I second that.
So,
Motion by Wilderman, second by DeBaker. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. All right. Item 5, other items of discussion, possible action, discuss with possible action, Deborah Rosh request for payment. Property is 119 South Main Street, Mayville, Wisconsin. Facade grant approved by the CDA in October 26, 2022. It's been a while. Deborah, you're online?
how do I? Deborah, can you hear us?
Hi, Christine.
Well, it's Mayor Bill, but yes, that's the right place. So, hey, we're going through your facade grant application and stuff.
Yes,
So you had Wiesner installed $3,800 in windows, is that what it was?
that is correct. They did on May 2nd and May 3rd. And they are scheduled to return just for some touch up and some facade exterior.
Okay, then there was another $2,500 for Wiesner. That the,
Total was, I think it was over 21,000.
oh, wow, that was all for windows, huh?
Yes, because I also had them from Right Way as well as Marvin. And I went with Lisa.
All right. Okay, so then the question I have is that, did you sign a contract with the city on that then?
No, I actually appeared in October of October 26th of 2022. And at that time, I was seeking approval of the grant authorization, as well as I had a choice of 3 items that I was considering. 1, windows, 2, paint exterior trim, as well as tuck pointing. And I proceeded with the windows. At that time in October, I initially appeared in August, August 24th of 22. I again appeared October 26th of 22. At that time, I had requested, because of inclement weather, if an installation could be delayed until the spring. That was approved in addition to the grant. I'm not sure what happened thereafter, is that I didn't hear a couple of times the following year, last year. There seemed to be a forum, not a forum, excuse me, a few times that I did appear. In addition to that, there appeared to have been some change in administration. And so I pretty much started the process all over again, and I was told to again follow up this year, which is what I did.
Good. I don't see a contract that you actually signed with the city, like drafted. We typically, how it used to work is we had a contract drafted by our city attorney
Oh, no.
explaining everything, and, you know, having you sign off and we sign off on them, but I don't see that that was done.
I completed the application.
Yes,
That I did, and then I submitted the other estimates. I did not receive anything further, else I certainly would have applied.
well, I think you waited long enough, so I would I'd make a motion, someone can make a motion to pay for $5,000 towards the windows on the facade grant.
I'll make a motion to pay the 5,000 towards the windows of the
All
facade.
right, motion by Wilderman, is there a second? Second by Caves, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Well, thank you, Deborah.
Okay, and what is the next step, sir, so that I know?
So the next step the clerk will send, the treasurer, confirmation that it's been approved by the CDA, and then she'll cut the check and send it, wherever you wanted it sent to your address.
Okay, the address in Hartland, my home address is fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
All right. So Steph, so just to let you know, in the future, we usually have the attorney draft up a legal contract that they should sign.
Okay.
Because we had some problems in the past. That's why then it's a legal binding document that all approved by council.
Okay.
All right. All right, discuss with possible action, status of Dan Link's facade grant property, 7 South Main, Mayville. Facade grant recommendation to council by the planning commission on February 27th. All right, Mr. Link.
All right, well, I was told at that time that there wasn't a quorum for this committee, so that's why they handled it that way.
Oh,
I
okay.
did file the application. And did get the approval. I appeared at that meeting. I did clear everything with the building inspector and got a building permit. As winners of the WEDC grant, the disbursement has already been made. $8,250 to the Mason and $1,749 to me, and that was for double steel exterior doors and roofing repair. So WEDC has already dispersed those funds. The WEDC grant does have a $10,000 match, which we've already met. Our goal was 25,000, but we're already at 27,049.99. And actually that was on the 20th, but I do have some add-ons already for true value cents. What I did was put together
So let me ask you this, when you got that grant application at WDC, was the city to pass this on that?
yes,
They were like the middleman, so the WDC gave the city the money, they would give to you?
no,
No?
my understanding is that WDC handled the disbursement directly, and that had to be done by June 1st.
Okay,
So we would meet their requirements,
okay,
and that's all.
Yeah, Rob, just a little insight from that. He won the Main Street makeover. So they have a date when they have to give that money or he doesn't get it.
okay.
Yeah. And so the bricklayer was paid up front. Our plan, as I told them, was to restore the front of the building to original look. So they're working on tuck pointing, repair, and restore the second and third floors. And then the first floor gets an LP siding. What I had done was I earmarked roughly 5,051.50. I understand the cutoff's 5,000, but that's the receipts that I have. Custom Casco Clearview storms, 2 of them for the front, and then 8 Clearview windows, and the reason we went with those is so you can see the historic doors on the building and the windows. So I've restored and working on restoring the original windows on the interior. The smart siding and
Well, the rendering looks nice.
yeah, I hope it turns out that nice. We're pretty excited about it. The balance was a brick sealer and paint for the front facade. And those receipts are separate. So total investment as of 5/20 was 27,049.88. The 5,000 earmark was strictly for the Casco order. I'm gonna do the installation myself. I made the order, but it got bumped back to July 1st. So I don't plan on probably having a completion of that front facade until August 1st. That'll give me a little bit of leeway on the delivery and installation. The brickwork, the mason was supposed to start May 3rd and we started today.
Good.
So
So the 10,000, so the front of the building that you're gonna get the facade grant for, right?
yes,
And you're gonna spend over $10,000 on the front, right?
yes,
And so then you'll get the 5,000 grant,
that's correct.
and the WDC money doesn't have nothing to do with the front.
It covered the mason and the roof repair, not the front, no.
Correct.
So I cleared that with the WEDC chairman, who's Aaron Welter. And yeah, Welty. They covered double steel custom door for the exterior rear entry and roof repair.
How much was the WDC grant? 25 grand?
10,000.
Oh, 10,000.
$9,999
Yeah.
is what they earmarked.
Okay. And so the next step is then we're waiting for receipts.
I do have the receipts, but I was under the impression that I should submit them after the work was completed.
Yes, that's how it works. Yeah.
Okay, I have them with me.
Okay.
Just a little bit about that. I was originally going to order Larson windows from Menards. I had looked at we got 4 different contractor bids, but it was way over the 10,000 on the grant. And so I chose to make a custom order myself. Casco had just set up with Menards for custom doors and windows, and I was the first order in Wisconsin. But because of that, they had some submission issues with electronic application for the windows, and that's why we got bumped back to July 1st on delivery.
Correct. Yeah, well, when you get when you get everything done, right, and paid for it and get us the receipts, and we get to that 5 grand.
All right, and we're still on for June 18th on the ribbon
I
cut.
got it on my calendar.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, any other questions? All right, thank you, Mr. Link. All right, discuss the possible action status of Brian Fleming facade grant at 102 South Main Street in Wisconsin, approved by Finance Committee on December 27th, 2023. He hasn't started on any of it, right? Yeah. No,
That email I gave you is what he's.
no, the last email. All right, so it says.
Yeah, he hasn't done the work yet. He
Yeah.
hasn't done any work.
He couldn't make it, he had a emergency, so he couldn't make it tonight.
Wants to confirm that it's approved before he starts anything.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, So we approve it, right, and then he doesn't get reimbursement, so actually he's spending the money,
Correct, but he wants to make sure that
right?
it's approved before he starts anything.
So once we approve it tonight, then I should have a contract drafted by the attorney to have it signed?
So typically, we have the attorney draft the contract first, then we approve the grant, and then the contract there, and typically sign it, and then we're ready to go.
If you approve it, I can bring it back to your next meeting then.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's what we should do, and then we can, go through some previous facade grants in the past and pull up the contract, so the attorney, he should already have a template that he's looking for.
Or is it, if you have your packet, or are you talking about the City of Mayville facade improvement program agreement? There is one in here that he signed. So that might be if you are having. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Motion made by William, seconded by DeBaker, discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Okay. Is there any other future agenda items?
No, but what is the proper procedure for getting this thing?
You,
Just so I know.
you, apply for the application,
Okay,
and after the application is applied for, it comes to the CDA, and then, we discuss what you're looking at doing, right? Typically, they have some kind of rendering, painting, whatever, then we look at it, and then we basically approve the plan.
is it a 50-50? They have to spend 5 and we give them 5 or no?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they spend $10,000 of their
And we-
money up front.
Okay,
And then once they spend the money, they come back to reimbursements with receipts, and then we say if it's over 10,000, the match, it's fine,
okay,
right? If they spend less,
you get it.
you get less. So if it's, let's say they came in and we approved 10,000, they came in and got 8,000. Well, then we would say we figure it 4.
Okay,
Typically, we have the attorney draft up an agreement like this. So there's no, so they can't. Well, technically, if they come and they ask $10,000 and they only get, let's say, 5,000, technically, we don't have to give them any money. Because you didn't meet your obligation of the 10 grand.
Right.
At that point, it's up to the committee what you're like. All right. Any other future agenda items?
so I just wanted, I had on the future agenda
Oh, yeah.
item that there was in the previous minutes, discussion around the funds that were available for CDA. And I did include in your packet, the current account balance that is in CDA. So if you wanted me to bring this back for discussion at the meeting, we could, but I just wanted this for your acknowledgement that the funds are in the account.
Right, we thought there's 70,000 that was left over after last year and we carried it forward. So there's another 25 that, was for this year's budget that have been, added towards the total. So that's where they came up with the $95,959.08.
So I just wanted that in there for your information.
Anybody else got anything else you want to talk about next month? And bring up something? I will have 2 other appointments hopefully by then. I will have. As long as the council confirms them, so. All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Wilderman, second by DeBaker to adjourn at 5:19. All in favor,